Nice. Sweet. Oh, can't be missing. Pretty neat, pretty neat. A little loud, but we have a Rossi, and you have Hickok 45 again. Unfortunately, came to take over your computer screen with a Rossi 38 357 ranch hand. Pretty cool, huh? Except the stock was a little short, so I just put a regular stock on it. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I think it's probably only about 10 years in jail for doing that. Yeah, actually, this is a mare's leg. It started out life as a mare's leg. No horse jokes. It really did, and the owner went through the paperwork to create an SBR. And for those of you in Kentucky, that stands for short barreled rifle. Okay? And you can't do this, you can't make one of these without going through the paperwork and the federal stamp and all that sort of thing. And that's what he did through NC Silencer, who is here with us, and the owner. So it's a cool gun. And he was pointing out to us that this is perfectly legal in Canada. For one thing, you could buy a mare's leg, and you can and they actually do this. They'll put regular stock on it, and it makes a handy little rig. But in the States, you have to go through the paperwork. So that's what we have. This is classified as a short-barreled rifle. It's just like if you took an AR-15 and put a 12 or 14-inch barrel on it. That's what you've got here now. Okay. When you buy a mare's leg, you're basically buying a pistol. You're buying a handgun, rather. Okay. Just a handgun, just like buying any other handgun. So you cannot put a stock like this on a handgun without going through that. So that's when we've got the large loop lever on it, just like John Wayne. And if you got big, heavy gloves, it could be pretty handy, huh? So pretty neat. And of course, it's a lever gun based on the Model 92 Winchester, you know, from the old days. Pretty cool, isn't it? Shoots either 357 or 38. You know, I like lever guns, so I can't hate this. Kind of pretty neat. So now there's another side to this one. You notice I said it was a little bit loud. I think we can do something about that because this one has a threaded barrel. Let's open the action, make sure we're definitely clear, which we are. Let's take this little gizmo off here. It's protecting those threads. And those among you who are just a little more savvy know what I'm about to do, don't you? I am going to thread something else on there. Yes, cigar holder, a can, a Silencer Co. 9 Osprey for a 9mm or 38, you know, basically same diameter. 9mm, 38, 357, all about the same. So we are going to put a silencer on this baby. My guess is most of you who have bought mare's legs, you just you're out of the loop so far, you have not even put a suppressor on yours yet. That's just my guess. I might be wrong, but I bet you have not. But you just haven't gotten around to it, right? So now look what we have. We have an SBR with a suppressor on it. And how's that for a rig? You won't see one of these every day at your local gun shop or your shooting range, is my guess. Okay, so this rig required 2 different federal stamps, just to be clear again, in order to put that on there and in order to have the suppressor. So pretty neat setup. Let's take a couple shots for now with the new setup and see if it's as loud as it was the first time. Hold 6 rounds. We'll put 5. The 6th one was a little tricky there to get into, but let's. We're loading 38 special. You do need, as most of you know, in order to take advantage of a suppressor, use a subsonic ammunition. Okay. I mean, now you can put warmer ammo in there, and it will, of course, still be less noisy, but it won't be, you know, as quiet. So let's try this. So this is a new gun, by the way, and it's still kind of stiff. Got a tight magazine spring, or a loading gate spring there. So we'll just let it go with what it's got in it right there. Okay. Now I don't even have to put my ears on, I don't think. They were tight. Let's put one out of the The newer, Rossi, not 92 replicas, have a safety here, kind of thing. So you get that with the newer guns, unfortunately. But maybe it makes it safer. Who knows? All right, let's take a couple shots with this. I think the point of impact's a little different with the suppressor. Shoot just a little bit lower, maybe. Let's try it out there at the gong. I can. I think we lost our sights in the first round there. Here it hit the wood. Let's try something closer. Pretty neat, huh? Pretty neat. Let's take it over here and lay it down for a second, and let's see if we can find the sight. We'll come back to you in a second. Okay, we're back. I just prefer to have a sight, a front sight when I shoot, and I noticed when I was shooting with a suppressor, it doesn't look right, because I took a couple of practice shots and I was impressed that you could still use the sight up over the suppressor, even though I had a little hard time, seeing maybe the sight, but I especially had a hard time seeing it when it wasn't there. Even I noticed there was no front sight. So it came off while I was messing with the gun or something. I raked it off, I don't know. The owner had to change out the front sight because it needs a taller sight. That's one of the modifications that he had to do and have done in order to accept the suppressor and still be able to see the sights and shoot well. Had to have the barrel threaded, of course, and all that. And by the way, this is a model 92. You're familiar with, you've seen these. If you watch westerns, this seems to be one of the most common lever guns used, even though it's an anachronism in most westerns, because the model 92 came out in the year, what was it, 92. And so that's generally after most of the western, the settings of most of the westerns we see. But there are a lot of 92s around there, and they're really durable, great guns. And so, how Hollywood is. Oh, lever gun, okay. Are there more than one model? So they grab whatever they got the most of. But anyway, they're great guns, and John Wayne carried them in a lot of movies that were set before 1892. So let's take a couple more shots with it. And I don't have to put my ears on, do I? I went ahead, while you all were off camera in another room getting beverages, I went ahead and reloaded. So let's shoot something that is cool, like a 2-liter if I can hit it. Okay, we super glued the sights back on here for temporarily. We'll see if we're anywhere close. One thing that Rossi has on it, the newer one, is a safety there. I think I showed you that. And when it's on safe, you get a click, right? Like I just did. Oh, that's funny. I was expecting sound. I think I went to the right. All right, cool. It's cool, and all you can hear is the round hitting the 2-liter. Oh man, suppressors are pretty neat, aren't they? Let's try that pot down there on top of that propane tank. Oh boy. Oh, here's a 2-liter sticking out of that tree. Oh! We have another round. Let's put it on the gong. Try to, at least. With the sights, I don't have as much of an excuse if they're on. Cool. Yeah, the 92 is a great gun, no doubt about it. And one of the best ever made. It was basically a scaled down 1886, if you're familiar with the 1886. I have one in 4570. And so John Browning scaled it down, and you got the same locking lugs, mortised in the sides of the receiver and everything. So it makes a wonderful, wonderful rifle. Let's load him here. John Wayne would love to have had a suppressor like that, wouldn't he? That's pretty interesting. Again, I doubt that you're going to see too many of these. I mean, it's a surprise to me when Eric said he was going to be coming by that he would have one of these mare's leg with a suppressor. I thought, what? You sure you you sure you're right on that? It's pretty neat. I think it's cool having the SBR in this gun. It's really cool having a full-size stock, especially as much as the suppressor. All right, let's try something else here. I have to leave my ears off. Well, we got a couple of tool ears here close. See if we can hear it. Oh man! You know what? Somebody hung a gigantic propane tank upside down over there. Looks like some kind of medieval torture chamber or something. Let's see if we can hit that thing. I guess I can. It's not big enough. Wow. What a ring. I think the sights actually go to the right a little bit. You need some adjusting. Get the super glue out again. So if I hold to the left of it just a hair, yeah, it's over on the right. All right. Wow. That's like another gong. Cool. Cool. Ah, 92. I love Model 92. I would like to have a 92. I like to go back in time and get a brand new 92 in the year 92. I'm not sure what I want it chambered in, but they are just wonderful guns. But so, you know what we're going to do? Let me shoot that round out real quick at something. Like that drum. We're going to try some 357 Magnums just to see what the difference is, because you've got more velocity here and they're not supersonic. They won't be as quiet, but it won't be like shooting without the suppressor. Let's put a couple three of those in. These are PMC, I think they're 158 grain rounds. And this one is still kind of stiff, really stiff to reload. We'll just put 3 in there. Nice. Tricky there. There we go. All right. Let's see this. I'm still not going to put my ears on. I don't think they'll be necessary. We'll have a different point of impact too. We'll try at the gong, or over there at the gong anyway. No, let's shoot the propane. Yeah. Yeah, that's louder. And that rocked it a little bit. Oh, we got another one. We'll try the gong. Yeah, that's louder. I probably should put my ears on that. But you see the difference. You have to, and I'm not going to give you a science lesson, but you do want subsonic ammo to get the most out of a suppressor. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Let's try just a couple more. And not clear. Good old lever gun. I would never suspect that I'd ever shoot a lever gun with a suppressor on it, I have to confess. I guess it's almost a little sacrilegious, right? But it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Get another one in there. So this is some kind of weird mix of John Wayne and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now here's the original stock, of course, by the way. I had a line there if y'all know what that was. These come with the short stock. If you're not familiar, you might not be. You know, I assume too much sometimes. But the mare's leg come, whoever makes it, I think there's several companies maybe that make them. It comes with a stock like that, and the barrel is I guess the length it is, 12-inch barrel. So it is classified as a handgun. Okay. So, let's quietly take a couple more shots. Very quietly. What do we have that needs shooting? I don't know that the sights are good enough. I'm going to try one at the pig over there in the top left. I think I have to hold above him a hair maybe. Oh! No, I'm going to take 2. I lied. See, I knew where to hold, so I just had to try another one. Let's see, Mr. Gong. It's so cool. 38 special. Here's the propane tank right here, close, needs a round in it. Wow. And another round. The last one, let's just put on the cowboy. That would be appropriate, wouldn't it? All right. Pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty cool. I mean, this is a quite a rig, I have to say. Short-barreled rifle, suppressed, lever gun. You know, you guys are out there wasting your money on AR-15 short-barreled rifles. What is wrong with you? You could have a lever gun with the same setup and a nice suppressor. So get in the game and you know, think a thought. Come on, there's other stuff out there. This is pretty cool. 38 Special 357 suppressed SBR. And that's what it is. Life is good.